friends, you are with Kim Byers at the Celebration Shop, and today we're making a reverse canvas. So we moved in our house a little over a year ago, and there are certain walls that I still have not decorated. Actually, I look a little bit like a minimalist because there are several walls that don't have anything on them. And so today I am working to make a reverse canvas for our downstairs bath. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to remove it from the canvas from the frame. We're going to cut out the design and iron the design on, and then I'm going to show you how to reattach it. And then we can hang it up and see how cute it is. And if you like what I'm making, you can hop down below in the description and grab the free SVG and make one for yourself. Let's get busy. Okay, so this is the bathroom, and it's very plain. You see I have this large wall over here with nothing on it, and then the toilet back there, and then just a mirror. So I need something on this wall. So let me show you what I worked up. So let's start in Cricut Design Space. So I've gone ahead and uploaded or brought, if you go to the upload feature, and uploaded the design. And so wash your hands, hang your towel, the Lather Company, handcrafted with soap, H2O, and scrubbing, and established in 2017. And I'm going to provide you guys with those numbers so that you can change that to be any year that your house was built. I thought this would be fun because I have a little farmhouse style thing going on, and I want this to be in black and white. But I wanted to show you something before we get too far in. So if you're looking at it and it looks beautiful and perfect, and you went ahead and hit make it, it's going to bring it in like this. Look at that. That's crazy, right? Could you imagine trying to put that the right way? Okay, so let's cancel back out of that. And I wanted to also, we're going to attach everything. So what you could do is you hit select all and you attach, which is the attach down here. But because it's larger than a 12 by 12 mat, if you don't have a 12 by 24, this established 2017, you could actually hide that. Oop, I hid the whole thing, whoops. You can hide that. Now that we've hidden the established piece and it's 12 by 12, what you want to do now is select all, okay? And then we're going to attach. Now that we've attached that, we can hit make it, and it'll bring it into our mat perfectly, just as we want it to be. See how perfect that is? And so then what you want to do is you want to mirror, because we're going to be ironing this on, so you need it to reflect, to be backwards. Okay, and so then we just move on and select. It'll connect to our machine if we've not already, and then we'll be able to select our materials. I'm going to be using most likely a glitter, black glitter iron-on for this project. And so if you don't already have that saved as a favorite, you can just browse all materials and grab it there. But I should have it. There we go. And so now we'll go to cut. Now that we've cut out the top piece, we just come back in and unhide the year and established. And then we just do that same process again. So we'll hit select all. And we will make sure that they are attached. It looks like they already are. And so then we'll select make it. See how perfect they look? Mirror and continue, and once again select the material and go ahead and cut. Okay, so I've loaded my glitter iron-on onto the mat, and I've placed it face down, and so I've already fed it in and it's ready to cut. So this is a Cricut Explore Air 2. This is the Martha Stewart edition, and it's available at Michael's. For big projects like this one, I like to break out my Cricut Bright Pad, just because there's lots of small details within this cut that I want to be able to clean out easily. So, like for instance, I'll start inside of the lettering and take out the inner piece of the letter, and then I can sort of see what's going on, and I just keep doing that and work my way all the way around, take off all the negative space, and you end up with something like this. And so you can see it's on the backer, and then we'll just be able to put it onto our canvas. Okay, and 5 or 6 minutes later, here we are. Looks good, right? Okay, so let's grab our canvas and get busy on it. So this is our canvas. So it's just a white canvas on one side. on the other, you can see there's a nice frame in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my straight edge knife, and I'm just going to cut the canvas all the way around just on the other side of the staple. It's actually super easy to do. You don't even have to have a lot of pressure on it. See, nice frame. We're going to use that. Now that I've taken the canvas off of the wood, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the wood. And I just got a piece of freezer paper and put underneath it so that I wouldn't mess up my surface. But basically I am just going to paint. And I'm going to let this dry, and then once the frame is dry, we'll put the canvas back on it. But while it's drying, we'll go ahead and iron on. So while our frame dries, I have my canvas, I have my glitter iron-on. I've measured it with my clear ruler to make sure that it's centered. And I even have my EasyPress mat underneath my canvas. And I have my EasyPress heated to 270 degrees for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to take my EasyPress, and it's a little smaller than what my design is, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and start it, and we're going to do it in pieces. Light pressure, and then once this ends, this 30 seconds, and I'll move it around. Now that we've done the entire thing, flipped it over, and done 15 seconds on the back, we'll go ahead and start peeling it away. And we peel at an angle, and if anything doesn't want to lift, we're just going to place the backer back down, and we'll iron it again. But it looks like everything's coming off really, really well. Let's just go slow and go at an angle. Wow, it looks so good. Okay, so now we just need to place our established 2017, so I'll need to measure that, and then I'll do the same process with the EasyPress and iron it into place, and we'll be ready to put it back on our frame. Okay, so my frame is dry, and so now what I want to do is I want to measure and make sure that I have it centered. So 1 1/4, about 1 1/4, and just make sure that I have it centered. 1. Yes, looks good. So then what I want to do is I want to take my True Control knife, and I want to trim out the excess canvas that I have all the way around. Now you can attach it back to your frame 2 ways. You can use hot glue, or you can use another staple gun just to put the staples back in there. I would probably use a staple gun, except I think the hubby ran off with it, and so I can't find it in the craft room. So I'm going to use just a hot glue gun to attach my canvas back, and then I may later go back and put a couple staples in it here and there. But that's pretty much all you do, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this off and glue it back, and she'll be ready to hang. So I've cut off all of the excess canvas, and what I wanna do is now when I flip it over, there may be a little trimming up I do after I glue it, but what I'm going to do is take up the frame, take my canvas, and because it's the size that it should be now, okay, so I'm going to stretch it a bit as I hot glue it so that I know I'm not going to have any wrinkles, because I know that it should be approximately the size of this frame. And then once I'm done, if there's any excess, there's anything showing, then I can just trim that off with a pair of scissors or something like that. That won't be any problem. Okay? So we'll grab a little hot glue and we'll start in the corner and work our way up. You don't want it to droop or sag. So make sure you pull it tight. Okay, so there you have it. So everything's hot glued into place, and I think it turned out really well. I'm excited to get it hung in the bathroom. And you know, this canvas only cost me about $4. So, and if you use your coupon whenever you get your iron-on, it's actually a really economical project. Hope you guys like it. Okay, so if you like what we made here today, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And don't forget to hop down below and grab the SVG for this project. And if you have things that you want to make or questions about your Cricut, I would love to hear those. So please put them in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out. You guys are crafting with Kim Byers at the Celebration Shop, and I'll see you next time.